Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to Karl Creates. My name's Karl. In this video I'm just going to show you a digital painting which I produced just by using a Mac mouse. Hey guys, welcome to Karl Creates. In this video I was going to start off by showing you a few techniques using the Wacom Syntec. Unfortunately it hasn't arrived yet. I haven't used one of these tablet/monitors before, so I'm really excited. In the meantime I got really inspired and I thought I'd do a digital painting of an old Renaissance artist. He did a self-portrait back in the day. His name's Michelangelo and I think he's a bit of a legend. I tried to replicate his brush strokes just using a mouse. Obviously it's not ideal, it was just a bit of an experiment. Have a look and see what you think. This is the painting which I did. I'll just show you it now. I did scan my own line work, so I did do a little bit of a trace of the actual portrait. I took a photograph of it and then airdropped it into my computer, so that was my base layer for the actual portrait. Then I just created a new layer and then I began the painting with my pencil as a guide underneath. I always seem to go for drawing an eye. Whenever I'm doing a portrait I'll always go for an eye first and build up that eye, then move away from that. It's just something that I tend to do. It was a little bit frustrating using the mouse obviously to get to the detail because it is quite a cumbersome tool. It's quite bulky and I couldn't do that fluid kind of stroke that I wanted to do, so I was quite sort of hesitant and I basically just did it sort of step at a time and clicking as I went just to get the lines that I wanted to achieve instead of doing it in a fluid one motion. So from a time point of view, obviously painting with a mouse takes a lot more time, but as I was building up, as you can see, just by using the eyedropper and picking my colours and mixing like greens and blues and the skin tones together, I could then eyedrop new colours and start to build up that way. Looking at the reference, of course, always I was just trying to replicate similar brush strokes, and as you can see it slowly but surely started to look very similar. Not identical of course, but it looked similar. The one thing I found was very difficult was when I was coming to the final part of the detail, the last contrasting part of the hair, the darker part of the hair with the kind of the wispy bits around the ear and those little grey bits around the sideburns too. That really started to get a bit tricky because I couldn't get the points that I wanted to get. I had to really delete some of the fat strokes I did with the eraser tool just to get a pointy end on some of the strokes, and I was cheating with the transform tool. I was also duplicating some of the strokes that I did and then I positioned them around the hair. So that was the frustrating part. In the end I give it an aged feel just by adding a bit of crackle glazing and a few lines just to make it look aged. And the final result was not too bad at all. You can see for yourself that even though it's not exact, it's pretty close for using a mouse. I'm getting a pen next week. It can only get better, so I'm really getting excited to see what I can achieve next week. If I can do this with a mouse, I'm thinking I can really push forward and do some really good stuff with the pen. When it arrives I will produce a video and I'll show you some of the first things I'm going to play with when I get this tablet. So if you want to see more of my videos, do subscribe, press the notification bell and you will be notified of my next video. I'm really excited by it and because it means my Wacom Syntec tablet's arrived and I can just have a bit of a play with that. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later.